few years ago that every so often, one, I should come on and say thank you to all my supporters and followers and all that good shit. And two, I should always come and update the new people who started following this journey to what exactly is I do and what I'm about. So for those that are new, welcome to the KittyRose lifestyle. I am Minister Kat, aka KittyRose. I consider myself a wounded healer. You know, I consider myself a minister. I did get my certification to become an ordained minister because I felt like at the age of 10, I was called to service, to one, be a GRIO of our pain. For those that don't know what a GRIO is a storyteller of the one who kind of documents history throughout time to let the villagers know what happened before, so that traditions could keep going, stories could be told, and ways of life can be understood. So I have the calling of being a GRIO of our pain. I discuss and tell the stories of the untold pain that we don't discuss as a people, which allows us then to repeat generational curses because we haven't been able to identify and address what our traumas and our issues are. And because I have been called to that, I use myself as a sacrificial lamb to share what happens not only to me, because as I often say, I am you. The things that happen to me really are not things that are simply just happening to me. What is kind of sad about one of the recent posts I made in regards to my parents, it wasn't really so much how sad the parenting post was. It was more sad about how many people could actually relate. Outside of the people that commented underneath that post, I got a number of inboxes as well as people sharing their stories of disconnect with their parents. During the Harlem weekend, in person, many people came up to me and shared their story of the disconnect that they have with their parents. So it was kind of, like I said, sad, not just my post alone, but what was more sad was that I don't share this pain alone. And again, that is the point to all of this transparency that you see online. I don't have any reason to be ashamed of anything, because nothing I'm doing is new underneath the sun. Nothing I'm doing is that different, is that out of line or out of character than what's going on for all of us. I also recently made a post in regards to why do women always want to call or text another woman when they find problems or issues with their man receiving or making calls that might be inappropriate. That was triggered off of a conversation I was having with another woman who also agreed that unfortunately it is a commonality. I had a woman from Jamaica today call me and say, unfortunately, I can't stand when I always see women fighting each other. Women should fight the dude that is the one who's causing whatever problem or a question for that woman. But 9 out of 10 times, it's really not even the dude. Most of the time, women who know or suspect that their man might be receiving or making calls that are inappropriate is because deep down they know that he is, and they're not ready to make whatever change or adjustment that is needed for them to feel safe and secure. Or they might have their own plan, because after I got off the phone with this one sister, I got on the phone with another sister who was saying, yo, these women might be, you might be interrupting in their plan. They might have a plan knowing that their guy is a cheater, but doesn't matter because they'll marry that person and then take them for all, whatever these different scenarios are. But we know that for the most part, because we see it online, we see it in the news, we see it in videos, chicks want to fight each other. To what result? Chicks want to argue with each other. To what result? That's why a couple of months ago when you saw me and Michael, the DJ's girl, conversate, that's why I use that as such an example of two women who only just wanted to get information. There was no arguing. There was no, don't call mine, why you calling? It was, yo, sis. And then I was like, yo, sis. You know what I'm saying? It was a mutual dialogue of two grown people addressing a situation. And it got handled. She made whatever decisions she needed to make. I made whatever decisions I needed to make. And then I shared that. We both actually shared that online so it could be an example to other women on maybe let's do it this way. Because doing it this way is still not giving us the result we want. So in regards, again, like my cousin Brandon is online right now. You know what I'm saying? He expresses himself in so many different ways and so many different levels of his learning and understanding. There could be things that he says that could be off the cut that might trigger something that might cause me to make a video or cause me to make a statement. I take from all of you because I feel the pain from all of you. I feel the longing for information from all of you. I feel the desire of wanting to change and be better. And that's the one good thing that I am seeing right now in life, that people are trying to become more aware and are trying to understand why we are doing the things that we're doing so that, yes, we can become accountable. Because being accountable is the only way that we can then be different and grow in the process so that, one, we can understand what we do and have a healthy life while we're here on this plane. And that ultimately is key. How can we have healthy lifestyles? And we can have healthy lifestyle by addressing the things that we're not talking about, that we're not discussing, that we're not addressing. And then once we can talk about them, that uncomfortable conversation, then we can address them, and then we can become accountable, and we can begin to do the work. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for feeding me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not my life that I get to put out, to you guys. I remember a couple of years ago, I made a post about, married people who are not having sex. At the time, I wasn't married, so obviously that post had nothing to do with me, but it was a conversation that I had with someone that I knew that I had with more than one woman. During that time, I think I had like 4 or 5 conversations with 4 or 5 married women in their 40s to their 70s that was not having sex with their husbands. Obviously, that was not me. You know what I'm saying? But I was the vehicle to start the conversation and to start the dialogue of thought to maybe I need to do something different. So if you would like to see some of the other stuff that I've talked about, the best way to get that information is to go to my YouTube channel. Because in Facebook, I could have videos that go down, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you're not going to see that in the midst of pictures and posts and reposts and all that good shit. So go to my YouTube channel, which is www.3Ws, like everyone else, youtube.com/Ms. KittyRose 1. MSKITTYROSE, the number 1, all one word. Miss KittyRose 1. And sidebar, I fought to be in front of the camera. I've been in production for years now, and I am quite comfortable being behind the scenes because I like running things. I am a tourist. I'm a boss. I am a director. I like, being the one who's calling the shots. I'm really not the talent, but I've embraced being the talent because I've embraced that, I have a role that I have to answer in order for me to be successful and happy in my life. I am not on social media. I am not on TV. I am not on YouTube to stroke my ego or to hear myself talk. And the reason why I know this is because every day, beautiful people like yourselves who are watching, who will watch, who will inbox me, who will comment after seeing this video, as you guys always do, and always let the world know about what this work is that I'm doing, and how this work affects you, and how this work affects others around you, how this work affects parents with dealing with their children, how this work affects relationships, parents dealing with, couples dealing with each other, siblings dealing with each other, parents dealing with their children, all these different types of scenarios that I've been able to assist people in and encourage people in. If it wasn't for you telling me every day when I leave this house, somebody telling me about the work I'm doing and how it's touched them, I know that I'm here to answer a higher call. Because again, I have fought up until 2019 to be in front of the camera. But I realized being in front of the camera, being that sacrificial lamb, is a part of the process, is a part of the journey, because I am you. So why hide what's going on when we're all going through the same shit? And just need a reminder of what that looks like, so that they know that they're not alone. They see a blueprint of how to get out of it, how to move forward, how to move through, and someone to relate to, someone who connects with them. And that's what I've done. That's what I continue to do. That's what I provide, you know. And the evidence is the evidence is my life. The evidence is the opportunities. The evidence are the blessings of my children. The evidence are the blessings that my company, my business, is 17 years old. You know? So, amen and thank you. And see what I'm talking about by following my YouTube channel. On that note, I love you all. And yeah, the revolution has begun. All right, I'm going back to editing. I'm finally getting to edit overnight success. How ironic. All right, guys. Mwah. I see you soon. Peace.